On some occasion na naglalabas si Huawei ng mga Nova series nila, there are sometimes na akalain mo flagship phone nila. And si Huawei Nova Y72 has inherited one of their flagship design, having an exquisite na ID design with starry circles, with a big battery life at 6,000 mAh, together with 22.5 watts na fast charging, a big 6.75-inch screen, and a action button na mala iPhone. Lahat na yan aalamin natin dito right after this quick intro. And so here it is, kita nyo na yung design ng Huawei Nova Y72. And itong phone nito, by the way, would be priced at 9,999 para sa kanya 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gig of storage. Link on the description. Now, sinabi ko naman sa inyo na this one has yung kanya exquisite na ID design, which is this one, and yung kanya mga starry circles dito na parang mala stardust na pag inilawan mo, makita mo may mga sparkles na design, which I believe na na-inherit niya dito sa Huawei P60 Pro. Makita mo, ang kanyang design is almost similar na akalain mo nakabili ka ng flagship phone ni Huawei at 9,999 price point. Si P60 Pro is a 58,000 phone. And pag pinagtabi mo sila, it almost looks the same. Don't worry, wala namang copyright infringement. Now, one of the good things kay Huawei ko, malapit na maglabas sila ng bagong flagship nila. Yung design ng older flagship nila, makikita mo na sa kanilang mga mid-range phone, which I think this one is one of it. And the other one is the Huawei Nova Y91. Now, I like the way kung paano na dinesign to. Very thin ang kanyang camera bump, which I think is not bad kasi hindi masyado nagwa-wobble sa table. Now, together with the X button dito na mala iPhone na action button, kustomize natin some of its feature dito. Papakita ko sa inyo how to use this one. It's very easy. One of the good thing dito sa kanyang X button is yung kanyang accessibility. Meron siyang tatlong function, one tap, two tap, and hold. So, once na press ako ng one tap, pakita mo, nandyan ang kanyang quick access menu. So, you have lahat ng mga shortcuts dito. Na kung gusto mo i-customize ang kanyang two tap and ang kanyang hold, press mo lang itong gear button dito. Pag double press, ito ang function sinet natin kay Angkas, and pag hold, lalabas si Gcash. So, pakitaan ko lang kayo, no? Double press, lalabas si Angkas. Then, diretso na siya kung anong sinet ko sa kanya. And by the way, akin, nakaset siya sa aking pick-up point for a ride, a quick ride. Yun ang setting na aking double tap. Now, ang long press naman sinet ko naman sa payment QR ng aking Gcash. Yung nga lang, kailangan mo mag-login na yung MPIN. Siya yung kita nyo, pagpasok na aking MPIN, diretso na siya dito sa scan QR, no? Which would be very fast kung madalas ka bumibili sa mga convenience store. Isang press mo lang, pasok mo lang yung MPIN, then didiretso ka na dito sa QR. Which I think would save you several steps instead of logging into the app itself. Napakita ko lang sa inyo all of the other apps na meron dito. You have yung mga app gallery dito, mga by defaults. Or you can set it sa yung mga favorite like gusto mo i-set sa YouTube, gusto mo i-set sa other apps like, let's say, gaming, sa Call of Duty Mobile, or gusto mo i-set sa FB, or gusto mo i-set sa Petal Maps or sa Waze, pwede. With a click of your finger dito. Now, one of the things na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya is okay nga ng design. It feels just right sa aking kamay. And whenever I'm texting, almost abot ko naman ang dulot-dulo ng aking screen. And I don't have the largest hand in the planet, so saktuhan lang ang abot ko dito sa dulo. So lahat ng apps dito, you'll be able to download it via Huawei App Gallery. Just scroll dito sa yung mga favorite apps. Lahat nandito, madali lang i-download. And it's very convenient. Working naman mga Gmail, mga Google Maps, and mga likes ng Google Drive. And good news, ang BPI is also working na rin. Now, this is one of the device na nagka-comeback ang mga Kirin na chip ni Huawei, and this one having a Kirin 710. It was able to give me a score of 267,000 points, which I think is just right enough for everyday usage. Kung i-breakdown mo score, this is what you'll be getting. Medyo mababa ka na loop score sa Wildlife Extreme. It got a 153 points but a 98% na stability. Ito naman nakuha ng benchmark dito sa CPU benchmark na Geekbench, and this is what you got from the GPU benchmarking naman. Medyo mababa ka ng score kasi one of its benchmark has failed inside. Napag-usapan natin nga na display, this one has a very generous na big display, 6.75-inch na IPS LCD display. It also has a 85% screen-to-body ratio, which is not bad for a big phone like this. And mapapansin mo sa kanyang display, it has a teardrop notch which is medyo outdated na for 2024. And yung bezel na dito sa ilalim is a little bit chunky. But what's good about dito sa mga big display na phone whenever you're scrolling through social media, ang sarap. Kasi ang laki na ngayong display eh. Scroll ka lang dito sa, be it sa Facebook, sa TikTok, or sa mga shorts, you'd really enjoy dahil okay na okay ang kanyang big display. And kung hilig mo rin is manood ng mga videos sa YouTube, you'll also enjoy it dahil sa ganda ng kanyang display. Hindi naman siya kasing ganda ng mga AMOLED display, but for me, it's not bad enough to enjoy together with the whole family and the whole barkada. Now, since this one only has a one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim, let's test it out. So, sinagad ko ng kanyang volume and I would say pretty decent ang kanyang loudspeaker dito. Now, one of the good things dito sa phone na ito, it has this super big battery, 6,000 mAh of battery, supporting up to 22.5 watts na Huawei Supercharge. So, charging from 0 to 100 takes around mga 1.5 hours to complete the charging cycle kasi malaki ang kanyang battery size. Now, based on my daily average usage, this one can last me almost 3 days without charging as long as ginagamit mo siya normally, walang heavy gaming, just browsing through social media and mostly connected to Wi-Fi, kaya-kaya niya 3 whole days. And to further solidify that claim, ito tinest natin sa PC Mark na battery stress test. Nakakuha siya ng near 20 hours na screen on time at exactly 19 hours and 37 minutes, which I think is very efficient ng AI saving technology na sa loob nitong phone na ito. So, tinry naman natin maglaro ng one quick game dito and playing Call of Duty Mobile. This is the best graphical settings na kaya ko iset. And the gameplay was just okay, average. Not to the point na maganda ang graphics niya kasi medyo nasa medium settings lang kaya na ibigay sa akin. So, the gameplay was quite smooth even though na ganito ang settings niya. Though sinagad ko naman siya kung anong pinakakaya niya. Hindi naman siya nag-lag. And what's best dito is naglaro ako ng halos 4 na round. It was still giving me a good experience after 1 hour of non-stop playing that game. And with a better na graphene cooling technology dito sa likod, medyo hindi ganun kainit ang phone na ito playing the Call of Duty Mobile for 1 hour. Ang pinaka-maximum heat na na-achieve ko dito is around mga 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan na natin ang kanyang camera module dito. This one having almost the same look sa camera bump ng aking P60 Pro. Ang kanyang main camera sensor here is a 50MP na main camera sensor. And dito sa taas niya is a 2MP na macro lens. This one can shoot you up to 1080p and 60fps. And ang kanyang teardrop notch na front-facing camera is a 8MP shooter which can shoot you up to 1080 and 30. And alam naman natin tong camera module niya looks exactly the same sa likod ng P60 Pro. So I was expecting na some of this camera shot might be similar doon sa flagship ni Huawei. And taking a look at some of this outdoor shot, I would say, okay naman, no? There are some times na makukuha mo a lot of details from this camera. And like itong bato na ito, okay naman siya. Very decent, very nice. There are really some great details na na-capture niya dito sa kanyang shot. And likewise dito sa bato na ito, some of these vines, these rocks are pretty solid naman ang pagkakuha naman niya. But there are times na pagdating naman sa mga bokeh shot, you'd see yung subject is nice, pero yung kind of pagka-background blur is not really that appealing for me. And taking a look naman sa some of this flower shot, I would say okay naman. Though there are times na parang medyo a little bit faded siya. Yung picture niya is a little bit soft. Not yung sobrang sharp ang photo niya. But there are some pictures naman tulad nito, quite good ang mga nakukuha niya. So, there are times na hit and miss ang kanyang camera. And on some outdoor shot, there are some condition na okay naman mga shots na nakukuha ko. And on some tall building shot, makita mo the blue sky is okay naman. Hindi naman siya sobrang exaggerated na blue. But there are times naman pag na-capture niya, medyo gloomy din ang picture. Just like this one. Nung nasa Nabotas Bay ako, I was able to capture some of this nice decent shot. This is a normal shot, this is a 2x zoom shot, and this is a 4x zoom shot. All of them are digitally zoomed. And if you take a look at it, well, blurry na talaga siya. But on some instances, you'll really get some nice quality shot like this one. Now, taking a look at some of these indoor shots, I would say na okay naman mga shots na ito. Taking some indoor na flower shots, pag zoom in mo, okay naman siya. Hindi naman ganun ka-sharp, but pwede na. And taking in some flower shot like this one, one is also looking good, not so bad, but yung color niya, hindi lang siya masyadong litaw. And taking this shot, I would say na yung pink dream na dito is parang medyo nag-fade ang kanyang pagka-pink. In actual, medyo pinkish talaga siya. Pagdating dito sa picture, medyo nag-fade ang kanyang pagka-pink. Taking some bokeh shot, okay, decent, but hindi lang ganun kaganda ang kanyang pagka-background blur. Taking some more indoor shot, this is probably one of the nicest photo na na-capture ko dito sa kanyang camera. Now, taking a look at some of the selfie shot, I would say na smoothen out ang aking mukha. Hindi ko naman kinalikot ang settings niya. No? By default, I think naka-on ang kanyang beautification and truly medyo nag-smoothen out, but hindi ganun kalinaw ang camera nitong kanyang front-facing camera, but it can give you some decent shot. And on some indoor condition, you'll see a little bit blurry. And on some indoor shot, you'll see some noise dito sa kanyang shot. Not really the clearest photo na nakuha ko on a indoor shot, even this one. And even dito, hindi rin ganun kalinaw ang mga indoor shot na nakuha ko. Even on outdoor shot like this one, medyo hazy. If you use its front-facing camera to take some vlog, medyo shaky siya. Mapapansin mo talaga. Very evident ang ganun pag-shake. And if you use its rear camera, equally shaky din as well, but yung camera resolution na is not so bad, but talagang mahihilo ka sa kanyang pagka-shakiness nitong kanyang camera. A gimbal would definitely help on this one. Now guys, ano makukuha nyo dito sa phone na ito paying a price point of 9,999? One is that you get a mala flagship look ni Huawei na Huawei P60 Pro. Two, you get a very big na battery size dito at 6,000 mAh which can last you for 3 days of usage. And three, you also get a 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, which for me is quite big for a normal user like you. And four, you also get a mala action button ng iPhone dito here sa kanyang X button. So guys, anong tingin nyo dito sa Huawei Nova Y72? And if you want to know kung saan nyo pwede mabili ito officially, I'll be linking everything on the description box below. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and of course share it to your friends. Any subscription to this channel will definitely be awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.